On retention, you are naturally attracting women versus your baseline, which is, when you're not on retention, because basically what's happening is that you're staying up straighter, you're filled with more confidence, you have these pheromones running throughout your body and this, higher testosterone that women are literally smelling on you. They can't put their finger on it. However, they literally think, like, I get that vibe every time I'm on retention for about 30 days. That's when the true attraction starts happening. And I always get the vibe from when they're always like, man, trying to talk to me more. I work a job. I seen some other videos, but I work a job where I interact with a lot of people. Okay, a lot of general public. I see new faces, some returning faces, whatever. But I deal with a lot of people every day at work. And man, I'm telling you guys, there's a huge difference between the way women interact with me when I'm on retention for about, like, especially 30 days or more. Yes, it starts happening, a weekend, some benefits, and then, like, 2 weeks, 3 weeks gets more and more. But 30 days, I think that's when, like, the real magic starts happening. The real, like, because also you're more, more willing and able to go talk to women. You're more like just feeling that fire inside of you, feeling that urge to go speak to women and approach them versus before. And also, even if you don't, man, like when you do interact with women, you're going to be seeing more choosing signals, more of them asking for your name. Oh, you're from here? What part of town do you live? Do you come here often? Like, ask you more personal questions, okay? And this has been happening a lot more this last week, guys. Just been having, like, it happened again yesterday, where I was working and these two ladies are older than me, but two ladies were, I could tell they were just kind of like, they were into me, definitely. They weren't just being friendly. I could tell they were, kind of seeing, what was up, and asking what I was doing after work and stuff like that, what time I get off, and just being more questions like that versus my baseline. And man, it's just something I just feel more confident. So when you feel confident, women like you more, and also the fact that, like, you're just, when you're retaining guys, it's almost like you want to keep going, right? It's like, yeah, you want to smash, but also you want to keep up the retention streaks. You're giving these kind of like hot and cold messages, like, you're fertile and ready to go, but hey, not so fast. Like, those type of things make women go wild. I'm telling you, man. Because, like, women have all kinds of guys who are constantly fucking just like trying to smash them. The first minute they fucking meet them. And when you're a guy, you're cool, laid back, that James Bond vibe where you're chill, you're confident but chill, sexy vibe. They love that shit, man. They love that shit so much. So that's how you become on retention, guys. You're naturally becoming more attractive to women because you're just giving off these vibes and this pheromones, and you're more confident and you're hot, ready to go. Sexual. You're all fertile. They smell the fertility on you, but yeah, you're not trying to really smash right now at the drop of the hat. You're more like, yo, let me get to know you, and kind of like qualifying them versus just taking any piece of ass you can get. So that's the difference between guys who, get laid a lot, guys who really don't, man. It's that the guys who don't, it's like you're constantly thinking about it. You're constantly wanting to hook up and whatever. I get it, it's a natural thing, especially when retaining guys. It's hard, to ignore these temptations. But guys, who are haven't gotten some pro, they're desperate, man. They give off desperate vibes, and women smell that shit. They hate that shit. They're repelled by that shit. Versus the guys who are chill, relax, on retention. They're like, yo, like, you give off these better, different vibes. Women smell that shit, and you're just a more attractive man because of that. So, anyways, guys, I'll make another video about this, but shoot me a text 786-897-4754. Peace.